Governor Mitt Romney's running mate, Congressman Paul Ryan, is heading out on his first solo campaign swing this morning, and Chip Reid is traveling with the Republican vice presidential pick. He is in Des Moines, Iowa. And Chip, great to see you. Good morning.
Well, good morning to you. Paul Ryan will be here at the Iowa State Fair later today. Romney's campaign hopes that Ryan's Midwestern roots will help in this important battleground state. You know, back in Washington, Ryan is extremely well known as a leading conservative. But out here in the real world, a lot of people are wondering who exactly is Paul Ryan. Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan spent his first weekend on the national stage campaigning in swing states crucial to the victory of his new boss and introducing himself to a nation eager to know more about the rising Republican star.
I am deeply honored and excited to join you as your running mate.
Ryan was elected to Congress in 1998 at 28, the youngest member elected to Congress that year. He came to Washington after college and worked for Jack Kemp, the conservative icon who became Ryan's mentor. Now just 42, Ryan is the same age as Romney's oldest son, Tag.
I represent a part of America that includes inner cities, rural areas, suburbs, and factory towns.
Ryan is a fifth-generation Wisconsinite. In this home in Janesville, Wisconsin, he grew up the youngest of four and grew up quickly.
My dad died when I was young. He was a good and decent man.
In 2000, he married his wife, Jana, an Oklahoman with a law degree from George Washington University, who worked as a lobbyist in Washington when Ryan was new in Congress. The two share a love of the outdoors. They have 3 children who joined them this weekend on the campaign trail. Ryan usually works 4 days a week in Washington, sleeping in his congressional office to save money, and flies home each weekend to be with his family. He's a fisherman and an avid hunter.
I like to hunt here. I like to fish here. I like to snowmobile here. I even think ice fishing is interesting.
Also interesting, Paul Ryan is a fitness buff who claims to have less than 8% body fat.
Keep going.
He trains other congressmen to work out to the intensive P90X exercise regime.
That's P90X.
But it's training his colleagues in budget matters that has earned him the reputation as a leading conservative voice in Congress. His detailed, comprehensive budget plan has earned him enemies across the aisle and accolades from fellow conservatives.
It's really deeper than the deficits or the budget gimmicks or the actuarial analysis. There really is a difference between us.
At this health care roundtable back in 2010, Ryan's pointed criticism of the president's health care plan caught the attention of many in Washington. Paul Ryan and his wife Jana sat down with People magazine this weekend. She said he's pretty low maintenance and also said she thinks that her husband and Mitt Romney will have a lot of fun out on the campaign trail. But for the next week or two, Paul Ryan will be flying solo, racing from one battleground state to another.
I'm looking forward to that first clip, Chip, of the two of them doing P90X together on the campaign trail.
I think you will see that.
Chip Reid, thanks.